TikTok just changed the hashtags that you need to make sure that you're using in 2024. In fact, there are 4 new hashtag strategies and they implemented a maximum amount of hashtags. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't put more hashtags than this, but what it does mean is that you shouldn't be using more hashtags than this because it will actually lead to the TikTok algorithm being confused, which is exactly what this creator was doing wrong. And then they began to use the 4 hashtag strategies I'm going to share with you in this video, and they were literally able to gain over 70,000 followers on TikTok in just a 30-day period. And the same thing could happen to you if you change your hashtag. So that first strategy that you need to make sure that you're using right now is 10 hashtags. And remember, this is also going to be the maximum amount of hashtags that I would recommend using. So when it comes to those 10 hashtags, I would strongly recommend that 25% of them are broad, 75% of them are niche specific. And if you don't know what broad hashtags are, or trending hashtags, or niche specific, I'll share that with you in just a second. But first, I need to make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free TikTok growth course. You can get the pinned comment below. It's going to tell you things like the best time to post on TikTok and exactly how the algorithm works. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below and register right now for free. So when it comes to trending hashtags, these are going to be the hashtags that show on the Discover page. And you should only be using these hashtags if you're actually participating in that trend. For example, around St. Patrick's Day, I can guarantee that there's going to be a St. Patrick's Day hashtag. So if you're doing a post about St. Patrick's Day, then it's safe to use that. But if not, I would strongly recommend that you don't use that. Instead, I would use 25% broad hashtags, which are going to be things like hashtag FYP, hashtag trending, hashtag viral, and then I would use 75% niche specific hashtags. Niche specific hashtags are going to be what you find when you go into a search for the topic that you're about to post about on TikTok, and then you go under tags. And you want to make sure that you choose the largest niche specific hashtags possible, because if not, then you're actually hurting yourself on TikTok. And this goes the same way for if you use too many hashtags. So if you use too many hashtags on TikTok, it actually confuses the TikTok algorithm and they don't know who to push your content to. On top of that, if you use irrelevant hashtags, it also confuses the algorithm because now you're either giving the algorithm too much data or you're giving it the wrong data and it doesn't actually know who to show your content to. But that's only the first hashtag strategy you need to make sure that you're using. There are actually 3 others, and the last one that I share with you makes by far the most small accounts on TikTok go viral. Now that second strategy that you need to make sure that you're using is going to be 1 to 2 hashtags. And when you use this strategy, I would have one of those hashtags be broad and I would have one of them be niche specific. And remember, they need to be the largest hashtags possible because if not, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. On top of that, you need to make sure that you're actually uploading your content to TikTok the right way. Before I share with you the next 2 hashtag strategies, and remember, the last one's the most important, you need to make sure that you're not making a mistake when you upload to TikTok. You should only be uploading to TikTok from a mobile device. I see a lot of creators right now upload their content to TikTok from a desktop, even TikTok's website or their desktop app. Guess what ends up happening? It decreases the amount of reach that you get because TikTok understands that the best videos on TikTok are typically uploaded from a mobile device. So you need to make sure that you're doing this. Making this change can actually skyrocket the amount of reach that you're getting. And if you're not getting more than 300 views right now, this could be one of the issues you're having. Or you might actually be making content that's the wrong length or the wrong topic. And I'm going to share with you how to fix that in just a little bit. But before that, I need to make sure that you're using 4 to 5 hashtags right now. And when it comes to those 4 to 5 hashtags, remember, 75% should be niche specific, 25% should be broad. Now, before I share with you the last and most important hashtag strategy you need to make sure that you're using, I want to share with you a tool that is going to show you what hashtags are getting your competitors the most views. And I also want to make sure that you're not making 3 mistakes when it comes to your hashtags. The first one is you need to make sure that you are not choosing irrelevant hashtags. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I really need to double down on this and emphasize it. You should never do this. If you do this, it's going to drastically increase the odds that you just wasted your time posting something on TikTok and you wasted all of your effort getting that post created. For some of you, this might mean paying an editor or investing a lot of time into creating that piece of content. So please make sure you're not using irrelevant hashtags. Secondly, the only place hashtags should ever go is after your description, and your description needs to have keywords in it that you mention in the hook of your content or that are basically the topic of your content. And that third thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is not always using the same hashtags over and over again. I see a lot of creators do this. They only use 4 hashtags or only use 5 hashtags, or sometimes they never use any hashtags, and both of those are going to be massive mistakes. The reason being is because hashtags, although they won't make your post better, they can help a good post get way more reach. And what I mean by this is if you take a horrible post on TikTok and upload it and put the right hashtags, it won't make it go viral. But if you do a good post on TikTok and put the right hashtags, it'll help you get more views. And if you do a viral post on TikTok and you put the right hashtags, it'll help it go even more viral. And this is what you need to be focused on, which is exactly why you need to be spying on your competitors. And the way that you're going to do that is by using this tool right here. You need to come to counttick.com, and then if you come under tools up here, you're going to see hashtag generator. So what you want to focus on here, if you type in something like golf right here and then click generate, what this is going to do is generate all of the best hashtags for golf. So if we scroll down here and get rid of this tools right here, it's also going to show you total views per hashtag, but that's not the only thing that this tool does. It can also show you trending sounds, trending creators, trending topics. And if you come under here, you can actually look at other people's analytics. For example, if I come over here and type in something like limitless culture, and then we click this search button right here, look at what's going to happen. It is going to pull up Mike. It is going to tell us his followers, his likes, total videos, how many people he's following. And if we scroll down here and ignore all of these annoying ads, what this is going to show us is it's going to show us his most used hashtags, the best hashtags that he uses, but then also, more importantly, if we come down here, we're going to be able to see what time he posts his best videos, how many views that they're getting, and we're going to be able to use this information to then make sure that you're posting at the right time, you're using the hashtags that he's using, but also you can then come and take some of these hashtags and put them back into the hashtag tool up here, and then guess what's going to happen? It's going to give you even more hashtags, or it could end up giving you better hashtags, which is going to allow you to better compete against your competitors, and quite frankly, to get more views and more followers in them. Which brings me to the last and most important hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're using, and this one helps the most small accounts on TikTok go viral, and that is going to be using 7 to 8 hashtags. Now remember, you want to make sure that you're using one of these strategies every post that you're doing for the next 7 to 10 days, and then at the end of that, you'll be able to see which one of the strategies ended up getting you the most views. And it might be 1 or it might be 2, but what I would do is then use those 2 strategies on the majority of your posts. On top of that, if you're serious about growing on TikTok right now and you understand how big of an opportunity it is not only to grow on TikTok, but to be able to monetize your TikTok, well then I personally want to help you grow. In fact, I want to look at your TikTok account, tell you everything I would do differently, what hashtags you should be using, what content you should be creating, what time you should be posting to guarantee that you get more followers on TikTok in the next 30 days like this creator that I hope gain 70,000 followers in just 30 days. If you want results like that, well please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.